All right, we are live. What is up, gang? What is up? Oh, wait, what? Okay, here we go. What the heck? What's up, Andrew? What's up, Cust? How's it going, guys? Yeah, we back. We back. I was gone for 2 days. It felt like forever, right, guys? Hold on. I'm just getting all my chat set up really quick. Let me know how your days are going, guys. What's up, Prime Numbers? What's up, Chapter? How's it going, boys? Oh shoot, hold on. Let me just make this a little bit smaller really quick. Okay, that should be good. That looks good. Um, all right, guys. I think we are all set up now. Oh, sorry. I gotta fix one more thing here, guys. What's up, Jonkerton? How's it going? Interesting first chat there, but okay. Sorry, guys. Just have a couple extra things that I need to get set up today that I don't normally have to, so. All right. I'm not sad. I'm just concentrating, man. All right, let's start things off with a 10-minute game here, guys. We'll get it cooking. We'll get it cooking. All right, let's go. Setting up your OnlyFans? Yeah, probably. Don't yawn. I'm tired. Bruh. Oh my gosh. Okay, interesting. I'm just going to play the Guccio piano game here. Bring the knight out, and then we're going to castle short. Keep it nice and simple. Let me know, guys, since we just started up, how's everything looking? How's everything sounding? Let me know if there's anything wrong here. I feel like the camera looks a little bit... Hold on, bro. Let me wipe my camera off here. Let me HDify that really quick. Oh, big difference, bro. Big difference. Okay, let's go here. Looking good, sounding good. All right, bet. Okay, they bring the bishop out, hitting my queen. I can't push this pawn because of the pin here. Um, so let's just move the queen out of the way, and then we can maybe go after this bishop our next turn. Because, like, if we go here, they can't maintain this because our knight would just take. So, yeah, let's go here. Now, one thing we do need to keep in mind here is this knight is technically under fire. because this pawn can't recapture it. So like if they bring the queen out like here, for example, and they try to take the knight, we can't recapture. So just something to keep in mind as the game progresses here for sure. Okay. So now we need to figure out how we're going to develop this bishop into the game. Now, usually maybe f5 works. We can also just start pushing pawns on the queen side to try to create space. I can't go here because of the pin though, or the fork, I mean. Okay, let's start by moving our king out of the way here. That way this pawn is free to move now. What's up, Brett, man? How was my 3-day vacay? It was good, man. It was good. It was actually only 2 days, but yeah, it was good. I guess the only issue is if this opens up, their rook hits my queen, which I don't really feel super enthusiastic about. Let's go here to stop things from moving forward. Maybe my bishop or knight gets out of the way and we can push. Like bishop here, b5. Yeah, this is probably best. Bishop here, b5, and then bishop to b7. That'll complete development. Our queen can sit on d7 and be pretty happy. Guys, if you're just tuning in, we just started upstream. It's literally our first game of the stream. So don't forget to click that like button. It really does help. Let's go here. Now, they might want to bring the bishop here, pinning the knight to the rook, or back this way, trying to align some pressure. For example, if this pawn gets all the way forward and they move, it could put us in trouble. So let's just keep an eye out for similar plans. There's also like knight here, bishop and queen all hitting that knight. So maybe our king should go back to h8, g8, something like that. Could be a better spot for it. I just moved it though, so out of stubbornness, I'm not going to move it again quite yet. So now this pawn is under fire. I could step this bishop forward, but then it might get traded off. So let's bring our queen here, keeping an eye on this pawn. Now, if they are able to kick this knight out of the way somehow and put the knight and queen here, we might need to bring a rook over to the c file as well. Chess and Tristep says, your streams make me respect your stamina. Going through 3 rapid games feels like a session's worth of chess for me. Yeah, there is definitely some stamina going on. But you build it up over time as you play more and more. Okay, let's bring our rook here anyway. Line it up with our queen. Just bring it to a slightly more active square. Maybe eventually we take over the E and F file, but I think for now this is good. Okay, now that the queen moves out of the way, we could move the knight and start pushing. I think that's pretty tempting. Play c5, just sort of launching a queenside pawn storm, trying to take some space. I'd say the issue with queen here is that they want to open this up anyway, and then the rook hits my queen. If knight takes, they push and check us, though. So I guess queen takes is our best option. We could play like one of our rooks to the e-file now and have 3 attackers against their 2 defenders. Could be a potential plan. Now, all they need to do is move this bishop to get a rook on it, though, so not sure that actually really works out too well for us. Okay. Okay, they do end up pushing. Now their bishop sees our bishop, which is hit. If I go here after bishop takes, pawn takes, our rook does open up, but it does also split our pawns. I think it makes sense for us to just trade here. Now we can hop our knight into the center and sort of blockade this. Looking for tactics here as well, but right now that pawn defends that rook. Okay, let's go here. Now, like, if knight takes, we could do queen takes or pawn takes. But the big idea is kind of this pawn can't push for us to get checked. Which should help improve our position a bit. Okay, the knight wants to hop here, maybe? I could just rip c5 now, but then en passant, bishop takes, knight takes, rook takes. I actually think that's a pretty good situation for us to be in. We could also trade. Could trade and then sit our queen in the middle of the board. Okay, let's go with c5. Let's go with c5. And I don't really care about this move too much, to be honest. Okay, they do go with the en passant option. Let's go bishop takes, now knight takes, rook takes. And we'll probably double our rooks in this open c-file. Okay, they push. We pretty much have to trade here. So queen takes, rook takes. Okay. So now if the knight moves, like for example, takes, well, I guess if it goes here, then they're applying pressure this way. We might want to defend this pawn a bit more or just push it. Well, if we push and they take, rook takes, the rook hits the queen. Okay, this is maybe a bit more complicated than I anticipated. There's rook here maybe, knight here, we'd go queen here. But that would add a third attacker to this pawn as well. Maybe there's queen here now, and then like take, if they go here, then we go here. But if I go here, they check, but then queen here. Then takes, takes, and takes, and we lose a pawn. I think we might be losing a pawn here no matter what. Now that I really think about it. Maybe just this, though. See, this move stops the knight from hopping in. Okay, I'm cool with this. This actually looks quite nice for me. We'll take over the c-file. This pawn is safe. I mean, can't I just take here? I don't see a drawback to taking. I mean, obviously, we're kind of on the defensive a little bit here, but I mean, you can't hate this position. Maybe queen here now. Queen here, hitting this, defending the rook. And yeah, I still think our rooks want to work together as a unit here and take over that c-file. So if I take this pawn, they would take my rook, but then I would take their rook. So I guess that's kind of where I'm getting a little lost here. If I take, they take, I take, they take here, check. I could also go straight for rook here, targeting this pawn. I feel like this is a nice row for the rook, to be honest, well, because maybe it rotates over to g3 as well. So if I take, they take, I take. I think there is also rook here because queen takes, queen takes. And if they move the queen, we just trade. So takes and takes is the idea here. If they take with check first, I'll have to play pawn takes. Or king takes? Wait, king takes is really interesting. Because if I do king takes, where do they check me? Oh, they check me here then. Okay. So if I do pawn takes and they go take, take, and check, I think I'm in trouble. We might just be in trouble in general here. This probably isn't great. I don't think I can get away with pawn takes because queen takes, and check. This might be kind of complicated here. This might be kind of complicated. So if I do queen takes, the issue is they just take here. And then I don't gain anything. I don't get that rook back. So if I do king takes and they play check, then I step back. Okay. You know what? We're going to have to just try king takes. I mean, there's no rook here because of pawn takes. So takes, takes. If they check me like this, we just drop back. I did allow this to become more complicated than I probably had to, though. But, yeah. So king here, check, king here. King here, check, king here. I think is pretty much our only option. So we'll just play it quickly. Are you playing viewers? No, we're not playing viewers today. We do viewer tournaments on Sundays and then kind of like sporadically throughout the week. So just click that subscribe button and come back on Sunday for sure. Okay, so we need our queen to keep the defense of this rook. So I think king here is our only option. If I go king here, rook takes. Well, I guess I could take either rook. Okay, we'll just go here for now. I mean, so we're hitting this. We're defending this. So if they take like this, I think I can't take this one because of checkmate. So it would be like takes, takes. Okay. Interesting. I think they're trying to get in here and play checkmate this way. The thing is, now I can move my queen and trade queens. Really interesting. Like queen here, they're out of checks. They get maybe they go rook here, but I mean, we're also like threatening to get in behind a little bit. There's also rook here, of course. I mean, which is quite strong, I think. I think we have to play this. I mean, like, ultimately, if they decide to play one of these checks, like, it just leads to equal trades. Okay, we'll go here. So now we're threatening this pawn pretty aggressively. Something like rook here, will be rook here, I guess, would add another attacker to that pawn. Or maybe rook here, depending on what that queen does. Now, if they do decide to trade, I'm probably going to play rook takes, just so we have all of this pressure along the g-file. If queen takes, pawn takes, it opens us up to checks. I mean, we'll evaluate both if it comes up, but... See, not trading is interesting. I'm thinking just rook here. Because you know what, after rook here, I don't see how white adds a third defender to that pawn. We'll see. We will see. If you guys are new here and enjoying the stream, don't forget to click that follow button or press subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. It really does help, guys. And click that like button. We just started up the stream. It really does help get the stream off the ground. Bro, working with 3,000 IQ over here. Hopefully, man. Hopefully. I mean, I don't see how they add a third defender to that pawn. I feel like they should have just traded queens. That was a free H pawn. Well, yeah. Oh, like rook takes pawn over here. I mean, okay, so like, here's the thing, right? If I'm greedy and I grab one of these pawns, it allows white an extra move to assemble their pieces together and play defense, right? So this is actually the most forcing and like aggressive move I can play here. If I do end up needing to grab one of these pawns, fair enough. Check. So if I play check and rook takes, I can't recapture, right? So I think we just do queen takes. And then we go rook back, and then we're just grabbing another pawn here. Right? I mean, they do have rook here, rook here. Okay, so... Ooh, that's interesting. Let's go here. The idea is I want them to take, I don't want to take, and that way we take over that file. Let's go here. Just whip around, I guess. I mean, we could do something like rook here. It just doesn't really help that much. Like, we're kind of just going to play a bunch of checks if that happens. Let's go here. If rook here, we have rook here. A minute 23 left. Let's go, guys. Okay, just go here. We missed a checkmate? Dang it. That sucks. That sucks. We'll go back and evaluate afterwards, guys. We'll go back and evaluate afterwards. I mean, we've played a very clean game here. It just happens, right? Let's try to get our rook to a better square where we can just kind of play more checks here. It's like if they step forward, we're definitely going to check here. Quite tricky to make progress, isn't it? Trying to get back and just keep everything defended here. I think our main plan here is just to get this f-pawn rolling, but we need to get our position nice and set and consolidated first. Check. One of these two moves most likely getting played here. Oh, not this move, sorry. One of these two moves. Just trying to keep getting over towards that pawn. Okay, if we can check and trade rooks, I definitely will. Again, just trying to check and trade rooks. I mean, this would win a rook at this point. I'm guessing rook here is coming. I'll probably play... It's not. Okay, let's push. Let's push. See, the king can't cross back over. I mean, king here, I guess, is possible, but then I'd, like, just move the rook. Maybe check first. The queen was pinned? Yeah, I don't believe... I mean, look, guys, we can go back and evaluate for sure. Again, if I missed mate, it does happen, guys. It does happen. They're trying to be able to check here. That's the point of this. They're trying to push and then check. Okay, they don't end up doing that. That's interesting. Now their pawns are on different rows, so we're going to be able to pick one of them off most likely. Let's go here. Let's go. If they take another step closer, I'll check. And then king here. Uh, Actually, it's not so simple. We need to find a move here. Check. We can push now and push our king. 28 seconds left, guys. Come on. We're going to abandon this pawn. I think we're getting there first, so. Okay, now we bring our king in. Our rook is going to sacrifice itself for these two pawns, and we're going to win this rook and this pawn with our king. It should be a winning endgame for us. I mean, if they push and we take and we just go, right? We've got an extra pawn to divert. 230 versus 24, guys. Come on, let's go. We can do this. First game of the stream. Check, we go here. Let's go. Ah, that was inaccurate. We're still good there, guys. We're still good. Let's go here. We might be lost now. It's unfortunate. I missed that tactic. Ugh. This is really unfortunate. Even here, maybe this is better, but I'm not sure. Yeah, we're lost. That sucks. That really sucks, dude. Dude. Let's evaluate really quickly. That really sucks, man. We totally had that one. That really sucks. We had him, boys. We had him. That was a good game, but I mean, we just at the end there, we definitely messed up. So, okay. This is where people are saying I might have had a checkmate. Yeah, there's no checkmate here, guys. As you can see, like for example, I think he wanted rook takes rook here and then queen checkmate, or like if check here and queen check. The issue is the queen is pinned to the king, guys, right? So, yeah, there's no mate. But then we got to like this ending, like here, where I'm just -9, and after this move, yeah, this is the blunder because they have this brilliant move of takes. This is a brilliant move. I missed it in the moment. They just want me to push, it looks like. Just push. And then king here. And then rook check. King here, rook back. I mean, my assumption is after this, this, and this. I mean, yeah, we're just kind of getting there first, huh? Well, that's a draw. I don't know, man. I don't know, guys. It's interesting. But okay, let's get into the next game here. Let's get into the next game here. Hey guys, we're probably going to play like 2 or 3 rapid games here, and then we're going to get into the blitz, boys. We're going to get into the blitz. Let's push. I'm going to pin that knight to the queen. So that allows us to apply some additional pressure onto that pin. I think bishop here is the line. Okay, that's probably wrong. I think we just take now. Obviously, there's no queen takes. And now we have some pressure onto this pawn. I'm going to go after it right away with... Well, okay, so if we go here, they have knight here. Okay, let's go here first, then queen here. And again, if they want to, if they want to take and, like, make my bishop really powerful, I'm not going to complain. Wait, that's just a blunder. What? Bro, what? Dude, see, sometimes you have games like last game where you just grind out a long ass game, and sometimes you win in 9 moves. When's the next collab with PJS Chess? April 7th, or not April, sorry. August 17th. Hey boys, 1-1 on the stream, we'll take that. Very different game from the first game, obviously, but we'll take it, we'll take it. Burger Elo, yeah, right. Yeah, right. Bro gave up his queen immediately. Bro just wasn't ready for the smoke, bro. He wasn't ready for the high variance smoke. He knew immediately too. Yeah. But yeah, guys, we'll probably play like one more rapid game here. Obviously, that last one doesn't really count. So, do I ever play the King's Indian? Nah, I kind of like openings that like play for the center. That's just like kind of my strategy. Now, if he's not careful, we could have something where we like push this pawn and win material here, but they're not gonna fall for that. Let's go knight here now. If they ever like move this knight and try to get tricky, we can just take and then take. Now, we don't want to play queen here because of this knight move. I believe that works in most lines. Well, here we have knight takes though. Okay, so it's interesting. We can play queen here, but you're not really supposed to. Now, black is eventually going to try to play d5 in this position. That's how they make play. I'll probably move my queen and castle long or castle short. We'll see how the position plays out. We're just keeping it nice and flexible for right now. Ask everyone to give their chess elo in relationship status. Guys, everyone put your chess elo in relationship status in the comments. We're trying to figure out if there's a correlation between chess elo and relationship status. It's sort of a scientific experiment. Thank you, Melvin, for the roses. Appreciate it. So if I go here, they go here. Then we have take. I'm just going to go for h4 here. If they push, I might just trade off. Where am I from? I'm from Philly. 1,000 recently dumped. Okay. Are you on like a big elo downswing, perhaps? Negative 250. What? 1,800 engaged, 1,700 never kissed a girl. Okay. See, those are similar elos, and y'all are in very different places. How'd you get your elo so high? Mostly cheating. Mostly cheating, I would say. Let's go here. Takes and takes. Okay, so now that our rook is opened up and they're starting to push pawns on the queen side, it probably makes more sense for us to just castle short. And yet, there's still a part of me that, well, okay, wait, let's mix this in. It's kind of interesting, right? Because they can't really remove this bishop because then we just take like this and our rook gets opened up here. Like we move the knight, we bring the queen out. There's also like bishop takes, queen takes, knight here, trying to play queen here. So if it went like this, and push though. Well, we go queen here and we sack the knight. Okay, actually, this is very interesting. We might be like here we sack the knight and we go queen here because after takes and takes, we just are getting in with our queen and rook. So our next move would be queen here no matter what, going for this mate. So maybe we do castle long. What age did I start playing chess? I started playing chess when I was like a lot when I was like 17. I learned the rules growing up, but not much else. And honestly, I didn't even learn the rules right. Like I think I didn't really understand castling. 700 on a warship. I don't know if I don't know if that's a relationship status. 1400 in a monogamous relationship with ChatGPT. What's up, Gaster? So yeah, I mean, I don't know if this is like winning for white right now, but it's really interesting. And that doesn't really change my plans at all. It's like again, like here, yeah, here we just sack the knight. So we're probably just gonna castle. We can also play we could also play G4 though right away. Well, okay, so let's say I go G4, takes, and then here. Ah, then we would push again. That's what the line is. Okay, let's castle long. I want to bring my other rook into the game. I'm thinking just like rook here, rook here, rook here, something along those lines, just building more pressure. We might want to mix in G4 first, though, and have the rook like kind of behind and pushing instead. Hey, what the heck, C-boy? Get out of here. Michael Jackson says, I'm in a poly relationship with ChatGPT and Copilot. You forgot. Oh, you didn't put your ELO, bro. You have to put your chess ELO. You can't just say your relationship status. But yeah, this is probably gonna be my last rapid game, and then we're gonna rip into some 3-0 blitz. We're just gonna dopamine max. Rip Claude. What happened to Claude? Did Claude like have some scandal or something? Yo, why is this guy thinking so long? Just take the free knight. Am I right, chat? Just take the free knight, brother. 1700 in a relationship with two e-girls. One of them is definitely a dude. Hey, that's not a bad ratio, though. That's not a bad ratio. 1300 in love with my friend's mom. Call them out, bro. Which friend? Dude, free knight, low key. So the idea is after takes and takes, we're threatening mate. They stop it with this, and then we would just push our pawn again and just box the king in. They'd have to give up their knight as well, but we would just have a better position. Okay. The problem with rook here is that just invites the knight backwards, which I actually don't want him to play. I mean, it's not the end of the world, I guess, but I would probably rather just get going here. Actually, you know what? I want to go rook here, and then we're gonna play f4, f5. So like knight here, f4, and then we're trying to play f5 because this pawn can't take because if rook takes queen. And then once we get the pawn here, then the knight has to move, then we go again. And we're just trying to break open these pawns in front of our opponent's king. So yeah, these pawns are going to storm. These pawns are going to storm. Will we ever have a teaching your girlfriend chess stream? Yeah, we'll have to do that at some point for sure. We'll have to do that at some point. Thanks to the rose, Gene. Appreciate it. Dude, we're crushing on the clock right now. I mean, in fairness, I'm making this really weird. Okay, so like each time we need to evaluate those takes, queen here now. So now we have to move the knight, I believe. I am still considering. Well, there's also sacrificing the rook, of course. So if I go here, and so here takes, we would take the knight. I mean, that's worth it. I guess takes queen here we would take. No. Takes queen here we'd be forced to trade. Well, that just trades everything off then. We could just pop back, I guess. But then we lose our knight. See, now it's getting a little complicated for me. I feel a little bit congested. There's maybe G4 then. G4 because if takes queen here, we would queen here. Queen here. So if I go here, they take, we take, then their queen is hit. Their queen will go here, and I will play rook takes knight. Oh, but they take with check. Wait, they just take with check. Oh no, dude, I'm being a bot. Wait, no, this is fine though, because after check and king here, we've got rook here. Okay, wait, I think we're actually okay. I think we're okay. They still can't take here. And we still have this pressure. Okay, we're okay, guys. We're okay. Oh, wait, what? No, I don't want to trade, bro. Now we're just going to be down 2 pawns. That's so lame. So if I take here, they would just take my queen. My queen is just trapped. Okay, I'm not going to think about it for too long. We messed up, guys. We just messed up. No. Now the game is so boring and we're just down 2 pawns. Oh my gosh. What's the plan in the stream? Yeah, just a few rapid games to warm up here and then hopping into some blitz. They want to push. Can I just push myself? Probably. Because if takes, knight takes, we're in a great spot. I mean, 6 minutes versus 3:30 is significant, but you'd expect someone of my opponent's level to be able to get this done. Okay. Huh. I mean, I'm thinking rook here, maybe. I want to get this knight out of here. So, like, rook here, rook here, rook here. There's, of course, trading, but I don't think that's that appealing to me. There's also, like, knight here, knight here. Okay, I'm just going to go with this. We can still win this, guys. We can still win this. We've got the 2 rooks, 2 knights. I mean, there's a lot of material left on the board for us to make something happen with. I'm seeing ideas like if they were to push, I could maybe go like knight here, then knight fork. If I go here, do they fork me? I don't think so, because I think it would go take, take, and take. See, I still think I want to play rook here. So how would they defend the knight? If they don't want to push because this hangs. So maybe they would push this pawn. So maybe I want to play this and then this. Then they go here. Then I go here. Okay, maybe this and this. Guys, we just started up the stream literally less than 30 minutes ago. If you guys are enjoying the stream, please don't forget to tap that like button. It really does help the stream get off the ground. Let's see what our opponent goes for here. Their time is getting low, bro. This guy's really thinking. We're creating complications that are making him think. I get it. Maybe he's spending some time evaluating like various sacrificing ideas. I'm not too sure. So knight here would threaten this. They would probably play bishop takes, knight takes. Then we'd be hitting this and this. So I think we win a pawn here. I think this wins a pawn because we're threatening this. We're threatening this. Takes, takes. We're still threatening it. Maybe they've got rook here, but then we fork this way. Yeah, I believe this wins a pawn. So now it'll be down 1 pawn instead of down 2 pawns, which with this much material left on the board could be very drawn. Now, we are up a lot on the clock, though. We're up a lot on the clock. What's up, Midnight Mocha? How's it going, buddy? Do you think you can reach a title? Definitely, definitely. I just got to keep grinding, man. Just got to keep grinding. So, yeah, this fork, and we're threatening a pawn. So, now we need to evaluate if we do take this pawn, does our knight get trapped? It looks like it does. So, that was something I missed. Do I go for this? Then they push. We take here. Takes, takes. Rook takes. We fork. I think we can go here. Now, if they push like this, we go like knight here maybe to defend this pawn. But yeah, let's see what they go for. Again, the idea is takes, takes. Okay. So now if I take, do they have rook here? No, because I go back. So now I am winning a pawn. Okay, but if I go here and they play takes, takes, and takes, well, then we escape. Is it maybe a little bit sketchy? But there could also be rook here now. Okay, let's start with rook. Rook here. Pawn here. Yeah, okay. Let's hit their knight. The idea is that this rook will defend this pawn. And maybe help stop this pawn from pushing. For example, if it just tried to push my knight, my rook would be ready to recapture. But let's take now. I'm in at 24 versus 430, bro. Let's do this. Raids, please only add stuff that you think will be very used. But yeah, definitely go for it. Definitely go for it. Okay, we can fix our pawn structure here. Knight's coming back here. And you guys see now this rook defends this pawn very nicely. This pawn's hit. So I was thinking just push, to be honest. Because we can get our rooks behind maybe and just create some complications for the black king still. I don't think we need to be done attacking just because we don't have our queen left on the board still. Like rook here maybe. Yeah. Let's go here. I'm liking the idea of getting my knight back a bit more. We're just trying to make sure all of our pieces are being used and active. Yeah, so knight here would defend this pawn. There's also rook here or rook here. Or push. Let's go knight back. We'll just go knight back. We'll be mega solid. Opponent down to a minute. Let's go, guys. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Push isn't great because if takes, and takes, we could push this pawn then. I'm guessing they want to rotate the other rook in somehow. Easier said than done. Let's go here. Okay, let's try and maneuver our king in. Not this way, maybe, because of this rook check, though. Okay, let's go here. We don't want our king behind this. There's too many sacrificing ideas. Okay, let's hit the rook. Opponent down to 45 seconds. We got to play quick and we got to play accurate here, guys. We might just have a chance. Let's go after this pawn. They have push, maybe. Takes. Wait, I went a pawn. Okay, we're equal material now. Trading is unappealing to me. The reason is that he's so low on the clock. My best chance of winning this very drawn position is on time. It is not on the board, so trading off the rooks gives our opponent a chance to play an easier endgame. If I go check, they have king here. So, probably just rook here. Just trying to grab this pawn. Let's go here. They're out of... I mean, they have this check. Okay, we take. Check. If the king moves away from that knight, we can take it. Step back. Check. It doesn't want a pawn, actually. Okay, we'll go with takes and takes. Now let's roll the passed pawn. Let's roll the passed pawn here, guys. Very tricky for black to hold this. In general, with the time situation as well, almost impossible. Almost impossible. En passant is forced. Threatening to check and pick the rook up now. And that is GG's, boys. Let's go. What a comeback. What a comeback, guys. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, boys. That's what I'm talking about. All right, guys. It's blitz o'clock. You already know. We're going to do one 5-minute game, and then we're going to play 3 minutes after that. 5 minutes just to get warmed up, then 3 minutes. Let's go, guys. We end up with a 2-1 record on the rapid portion. Let's go here. Okay, they're going for this opening. I believe you're supposed to just grab the pawn. I don't know, though. So this is kind of a threat. I think just knight here, though. Knight here defends the knight and hits the queen. So we're just gaining a tempo. And then we'll get castled. Wow, we're playing a 1918. I didn't realize that. He's much lower rated than me. I kind of regret not aborting this, but okay. Thanks to the Rosegaster. Appreciate it. Let's go here. I want to push this to bring the bishop out, but the queen just takes that pawn, so it's not a good move. Okay, let's go for the bishop fianchetto. We need to use all of our pieces. Our opponent's already feeling a little bit more active than us here, which I don't like. Okay. Let's go here. Bring our rooks into the center. Yeah, I mean, we're only 50 elo off 2100, right? So we're not too far back. We're 2100 plus on rapid right now, though. What's up, XePent? How's it going? I wonder if they want to bring the knight here and go for a checkmate this way. We've also got like f5 maybe? No, we don't have f5. Okay, let's use the knight. This opens the bishop up as well. You abort lower rated games because you stand to gain very little elo, and the skill difference isn't huge, right? So I'd rather play players that are my elo. Let's double the rooks. They can't jump in with the knight because we just take. I mean, they can. They can, right? But ultimately, that's just going to serve to give us control over the e-file. So it's not really recommended. Now we double. Now we're threatening this even more. We're still not going to win it, though, because like they have 3 defenders. We've got the 3 attackers. Opponent's playing kind of a weird one here. Let's push. They might just push back. If that happens, maybe we just... Well, we can't plop the knight in, though. Maybe this isn't really what we wanted to go for. Okay, I mean, they can't push again because if knight takes pawn. Maybe queen here is a good move as well, just lining our queen up with his king so these pawns have more trouble pushing. You gotta learn to dominate lower rated players. I mean, I guess so, bro. I guess so. Let's push again. This should create some complications for white. If they take, I might take back this way, giving our king some squares and also hitting the queen. Okay, that's a free pawn. We're also hitting the rook now. I think that was a misstep from white. And now we're threatening to push and open up this beautiful bishop along the entire board. I mean, obviously the bishop and rook defend here, but this is going to cover so many squares and be so annoying. Okay, let's take that rook. We could sack here. I think we'll just push, though. And again, they still have this issue where they can't really push because we just take. Oh, that was a mistake for me. I mean... maybe it's interesting, actually. We're threatening the bishop, and now we're threatening knight takes because the rook can't recapture because of queen takes pawn. So they have to play a move like bishop here, or else I'm winning material. Right? Am I missing something? I don't think so. The idea is rook takes, queen takes, and now the knight adds another defender, another attacker to this pawn, and it's hitting the queen. So queen here maybe. Maybe queen here works. But then we're just taking again in the center. Oh, then they would take here, though. So here, knight takes, queen takes, rook takes. So, okay. So I'd do knight takes, rook takes, queen takes, bishop takes, king takes, then rook takes pawn. Or I can just go back. This is probably better. The idea being it's very hard to defend this pawn in the center. And we're just up 3 points of material. So no real reason to do anything crazy. Now, one thing we need to keep in mind is the bishop and rook do coordinate on that pawn. So if I went for this first, they could then take, forking my rook and my king. So we need to start with knight takes pawn. Am I streaming on the PC? No, I'm just on my computer right now. So yeah, again, I can't take here because of this. Well, now we've got knight takes pawn, though. Because, like, if the bishop takes, we just take the queen, right? So... yeah, we're going to have to address this next. I mean, the cool thing is our knight also defends, right? So. Okay, now we're threatening to move the knight, hitting the queen, and checking the opponent's king. So they still... okay, that does not work. Hopefully I'm not missing something here. But it's just a double check. Actually, even after... oh, it's mate. It's checkmate. King here's forced. That's mate. Okay. Low-key, winning a checkmate is a little bit better than winning a queen. What is my excuse and apology for disappearing for 3 days? I do apologize. I was on a trip to the beach. GG's, boys. I've already streamed on the PC. I was streaming Chess Arena on the PC rates. All right, let's get into the next one here, boys. Yeah, we're probably going to do 2 5-0s, then we're getting into the 3-0 blitz, guys. I like to just warm up a bit, you know, play a couple 10-0s, play a couple 5-0s. That's what gets my brain in the right shape to play 3-0. Warm up is important. Let's go here. But yeah, we're probably going to do like a Rocket League stream sometime this week. Like, as I said, like the first thing I had to focus on was Chess Arena for like the big event. Which is why like Chess Arena was the first game I was streaming on the PC. So, but now that we're past that, we're gonna be doing some Rocket League for sure. But obviously, like the main like 90% of the time, I'm still gonna be streaming chess. So. Silicon, please don't spam, bro. You're being funny, but I don't have to time you out. You were so close to SSL. That's crazy, bro. I'm Diamond. I'm not a gamer though. You got to understand that. Like I'm not a gamer. Yeah, we're threatening to win that bishop now. Take towards the center. You're a gamer? Yeah. No, some people are just gamers and some people aren't, you know what I mean? Like I was not really raised with a ton of video games and stuff like that. How about a Fortnite stream? I could be down. I could be down. Like I'll just whatever people want to see, I'll just do it, you know? I don't really care what I play. I'm trying to get knight here. Oh, brother, I suck. Oh no, what am I doing? I can't believe I just did that. We're going to try to get rook here and use the queen and rook together. That was quite a blunder, though. That was quite a blunder. This is going to do two things. It's going to give us another channel to bring another piece in, and we're also trying to push and kick that knight away so this checkmate becomes possible. Flight simulator stream? That's funny. You didn't see that either? Yeah. Yeah, we'll lock in. We'll lock in, boys. There's two options. We can push so we can push and hit the queen. The other option would be rook here and rook here. I guess rook here, there's no checks. Oh, there's maybe rook here. No, not quite. Could push as well. Okay, we'll go for a rook here and rook here. Doubling our rooks on the h-file, and then also getting ready to push this pawn, hitting the knight, having the rook hit the queen. Yes, we are down material, but black is not out of the woods yet. Okay, that's interesting because now we're hitting the knight, and we're still hitting this mate, so the knight can't move. Okay. Now we're threatening rook takes, king takes, and infiltration. I don't know if I'd play it or not, but... rook takes, king takes, queen check. At least winning this pawn. Okay. We also have queen here. Rook here. Then I would take. Would it go rook here, knight here? Then we would take here. Okay, this is interesting. We're threatening the knight and this pawn. I was considering just sacking the rook, but I don't think we need to, so I'm not going to. Guys, since we're just starting up the stream, please don't forget to click that like button. It really does help push the stream and the algorithm on YouTube and TikTok. Really does help, guys. What? How did I miss that, bro? Damn. I mean, I'm assuming they just take here. I take with check and get that knight back. Do I do rook takes, king takes, queen check, king here, queen check, and we win the rook? So isn't this kind of interesting? There's also check here. Check. So if I start with rook takes, are there more dangerous checks though? Oh, there's this check which forces a queen trade. So it'd go takes, check, queen takes, rook takes, check. So I think we need to start with this move. Wish the rook was free to get through right now. It's just not doing anything. That's such a shame. We're going to check and then probably bring the rook somewhere. Like, oh, okay, wait. We can't trade queens. We definitely can't trade queens. I think we're out of steam here a little bit, guys. We'll just go here. With the idea being, like, you know, I don't know. We'll just run backwards. Or here. Okay, let's give our king as much flexibility as possible. There's, of course, this check that we're threatening winning the rook, but the rook just comes back. If check, we just go this way. I mean, I like... Oh, there's this check as well. Hold on. Shoot. Oh, no, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Why? Okay, never mind. Let's go here. Is it like check here and then check, maybe? Because I can't go here because this is mate. So I'd have to go this way. I don't love that. I mean, okay, let's see how long we can survive here. I'm not a huge fan. Okay, yeah, that's GG's. All right, guys, let's get into the 3-0 now. Let's get into the 3-0. Before I get into the 3-0, I just want to give a quick shout out to NewTab Web Solutions for sponsoring today's stream. If you guys want to check them out, there's a link pinned in chat as well in the description. They built my website at highvariancechess.com. They build custom websites that are actually yours, your business, your brand, your domain, your content. You own it, they manage it. Whether you need a brand new website or want to redesign an existing one, they do all of that. They give a 10% off discount if you use my link in chat. Plus, they have a massive sale going on right now. So now's the time to check it out if you're interested at all. So yeah, shout out NewTab. And if you guys want to see like how incredible the work that they do is, just go check out my website. I mean, it's incredible. All right, guys, 3-0. Let's get it. Spin. We got to play h6 here as well. Bishop here. Push. Let's bring the knight out. Queen here. This guy's playing a really weird opening. I don't know how to approach this. There's been some moves here where they're putting their pieces on squares I just am not expecting, but we have to adapt. Let's go here. I think we probably just want to do more of like a queenside pawn storm style here. I just can't go here, so that's kind of annoying. It kind of stops my pawns from rolling freely. For now, let's just bring our rooks to the rows that we want them on. And then maybe just push and push. Okay. Let's try and trade off their really powerful bishop here. We're also threatening to fork now. Do we still have a fork? No. We'll just open our rook up. I mean, obviously sacking is a pretty big consideration here. It just doesn't seem like I quite have enough pieces involved. Let's try to double our rooks. What's up, Mono Mysterious? How's it going, buddy? I mean, surely we just take. I mean, they might be like sacking here. Yeah. I don't think I'd take. I mean, if I take back queen here, the issue is these rooks get too active, I think. I think we're fine, though. This move stops the knight from hopping in. Okay, we'll just trade that off. So, like, I obviously calculated to this position. I didn't see what comes next. We can obviously take this pawn, but I'm trying to just get all my pieces over to help defend. There's no checks for white right now. You pushing for that 2200? We got to get to 2100 first, for sure. Let's go here. I mean, maybe they... Well, no, there's not really any sacks, though. Do they go rook here and here, maybe? That feels like a fork. The thing you guys got to see here is white doesn't have a check because of the knight, right? This is why the knight really wants to sit on h7 in these types of positions. Okay, now check. I don't know, guys. I don't really see it. I mean, we'll still go all out defense. Rook g8 next. I don't know what that does. That feels like a free pawn. We're down to 40 seconds, though. Let's push. If the queen takes, we've got knight takes. Okay. Check. 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 Where's the checkmate? Give me the checkmate. I don't see anything. I know this gives up a bishop, guys. I see it. Takes the pawn. Check. Yes! Come on, guys! Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize it was a checkmate. I didn't even realize that was checkmate. Alright, we got him, guys. 1 win out of 1 in the 3-0 segment. Let's keep it rolling here. Let's keep it rolling here. I want to string together some wins for sure. If you guys are new here and enjoying the stream, please don't forget to click that follow button or press subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. We're getting really close to 10K subs and 10K followers on TikTok, guys. Which one will get there first, TikTok or YouTube? It's castle. Italy flag? Yes, this guy's the Italy flag. Green, then white, then red. Okay, let's complete development. I'm thinking about, like, rook c8 and then pushing c5. Seems pretty good. Okay, now we got to play b6 to play c5. Just got to set it up a little bit better. Ooh, that's a nice find. Let's bring our rook into the center. We probably want to get that bishop out of there. There's also, like, rook b8 and then pushing to trap the bishop in. Not sure if they fall for that, but it's worth a shot. And then, like, the idea is, like, maybe, like, the knight would come over and win that bishop somehow. Okay, so that's trapped now. Or there's queen here and here. Let's go here. Again, I'm just trying to keep the bishop trapped. So after pawn takes, it's still trapped. And we're still threatening, like, rook. Okay, let's go here and then jump the knight into the center. I don't think that actually helps white's position. I think it hurts it. And yeah, we've got the queen and the rook coming in. Can't drop this pawn. This pawn is critical for holding everything together here. Now the knight needs to come back. That's kind of annoying. It's got escape squares, though. Oh, no. It gets free. Dang it. Okay. Nice find for my opponent. Let's go here. We don't want the bishop to take and skewer, so. That's really unfortunate, though. Now we're just down a pawn. Although, you know, in 3-0 blitz, I mean, one pawn, not the end of the world, right, guys? So. Okay, now after rook takes, we have queen takes. Let's go back over. I'll probably put the other rook onto c8 now. Obviously, this knight is not contributing much, and his bishop is, so that's something we need to fix. Maybe it just rotates around somehow. Everything feels kind of awkward as far as bringing that knight back into the game, though. Oh, there's just bishop here. Okay. There goes an exchange. I mean, and then what? They're probably going to like just triple stack or like just get in somehow here. I mean, this is very not good. I'm just gonna run my pieces over. We might have perpetual. If they get greedy and play like rook takes pawn, we have perpetual, I think. There's also like the knight coming in and maybe like helping clear these pawns out of the way to assist in us getting a perpetual check here. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. So like if takes, we have check, pawn takes, check, king here, check, and I think it's perpetual. We're just gonna go for it. Oh no, dude! What am I doing? It's just a draw. No. Oh my gosh, dude. No. Why did I? Oh, that's so sad, bro. Better Than Nothing says decided to check out your website. It is in fact quite nice. Yeah, the website is sick, dude. I might do a quick demo on stream. Yeah, we did get greedy there for sure. It's not perpetual. I mean, I felt like my I don't know. It might have been. It might have been. Okay. So opponent goes for the Roy Lopez opening against our Cozio defense. This is one of the versions of it that's a bit more exchange heavy. I'm going to try and bring my bishop out this way. This might be bad because we're giving them a passed pawn. I should have thought about that a bit longer. Let's go here. This also, of course, defends this pawn. Let's go here if takes, queen takes. If they push, we have f6. They're probably going to want to try to rotate as many pieces as possible over to the G and H file. Let's go here. We'll probably double our rooks. Let's go here. If they decide to take, we can fix our pawn structure. Now we've got 3v2. I think that's a mistake. Let's go here. I mean, obviously, like, it's not like he's losing or anything, but this gives us a little bit more initiative that he probably didn't want to give us. Let's go here now. And we're looking for this c4 push. Takes and takes. That does give us a passed pawn, and our bishop can wedge in behind it. Guys, stream is not pre-recorded, bro. It's not pre-recorded. Now if knight takes, pawn takes, we've got protected passers. Guys, I am streaming to YouTube and Twitch as well. Both called just High Variance or like High Variance YT, High Variance TV, whatever. So if you're wondering why I'm talking to people that seem to not be here, that is why. Let's go here. We're just kind of hitting everything, right? So if knight takes, we take. Let's go here. So I guess we just need to stop this pawn from pushing. Is this a good move? I don't think so. Could probably just blockade this. If you guys are new here and enjoying the stream, please don't forget to tap that like button if you're watching on YouTube or TikTok. It really does help the stream out. No, it's the TikTok stream, BJK. I mean, we can't, you know. I don't want to lose a pawn here. Oh, what? I totally missed that. Oh no. I can't move the bishop because if queen takes rook. That sucks. Okay, let's go this way. No. If the knight moves, we take. So I do need to be tactical about this still. I mean, you know. Push and push. I mean, we still have some chances here, guys. We still have some chances. That was obviously a blunder, though. Okay, we mix in the check so we can push again. Oh, no, I don't have any more checks. This pawn is just going to hang. Let's go here. So if they take... Well, I still don't have any checks or captures. That's crazy. I guess we just keep pushing then. This is really not good, though, guys. There's maybe h5, h4 as well. That's an idea. Okay, let's go for it. If they play rook takes, we've got rook takes, queen takes, so... Okay, now we have to push. Have the queen and rook defend that pawn. I just don't see any way to get in behind here. We're just kind of running out of moves. Let's just keep pushing, yeah. Maybe there's rook here in this. Do they have queen here? I don't think so. That's strange. Don't see perpetual. That's mate. If they promote, we have checkmate. So I have to go like queen here. Then I go here. We're going to run out of time probably, but... Yeah, we're just out of time, guys. We're just out of time. Well defended by my opponent there. Well defended by my opponent. We're down to 1 and 2 on the 3-0 blitz. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Let's bring the bishop out. How long is this live? I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to try to do around 4 hours, though. We've done around 1 hour and 12 minutes thus far. Bring the bishop back, so if they take, we take back with the pawn and open our rook up. Let's bring the bishop out. Queen here. I'm still considering castling long this game. Not sure, though. Let's go here for starters. That might be a blunder. Let's take. Oh. Yikes. Well, actually. Well, this is weird. Because we check and then we bring the queen in. They might just want to bring the bishop back here. This is weird, guys. This is not intentional. This is not a gambit. This is not, you know, anything like that. We just messed up. I'm going to try to get more pieces involved. I think that's going to be kind of necessary. The knight should have gone this way, shouldn't it? Okay, let's go here and grab this pawn at least. I wanted to get the knight in as well. So now I'm thinking like rook here, maybe. Let's go here. Now they can't hit us again. We would just take. Also have checks now. Okay, let's check and bring this king back. I might check again. If they go this way, I'm going to go queen here probably. They've kind of boxed their king in with that bishop move. And this knight being here. This is the start of the win streak. Hopefully, bro. Hopefully. Wow, that feels really risky. They're going to go here, I guess. We need to break the center open. I'm thinking about just going straight for it. Because if takes are queen takes, right? And they can't take here because if knight takes. And we're threatening check, take, check. Oh, but then the knight would take. Oh, so interesting. Oh, no. Wait, are we in trouble here? Oh, does everything get traded? What if I check? Check takes, check, knight takes. Dang, that sucks. Oh no. Now they get this pawn as well. Oh, let everything get traded. That's the one thing you can't do. That's the one thing you can't do. What's up, Tiger UK? How's it going, buddy? Let's push. Okay, I guess we'll hold on to this. I don't know, guys. There's this check coming in as well. There's this pawn is hanging. I mean, yeah, this is not good. Let's go here. I'm just trying to get some more activity. This check doesn't win any material, so. Let's push again. I'm trying to get out of this pin. I'm assuming they're going to take, though. Oh, boy. Yeah, we don't have a lot left here. We don't have a lot left to play with here. Let's go here so they can't push. Then they just check and win this pawn, don't they? Do I have an in-between? I guess I win this pawn back, though. So knight here, rook here, they would just take, so that doesn't work. Okay, let's get back over. I can't get over. I guess this is the farthest we can go. The knight cuts off this square, the pawn cuts off this square. So we're basically just getting our king into a position where if they push, we can hop over. But after king here and takes, or like king here. Push, I guess. Okay, interesting. We're kind of in Zugzwang. We're going to need to stay on these two squares. There's no other way to like improve our position. How do we go here? This is improving. If our king gets to e2, we'll hold on for a few more moves. This is obviously completely lost, though. This is obviously completely lost. We can't even play checks here. It's so frustrating. Maybe rook here. Let's go here. Check here. I mean, they just push, right? If knight takes, we got king takes rook, and we're winning this pawn. Okay. Push, rook takes, knight takes. I mean, it's not a stalemate of any sort. We still have this pawn left, right? So if we can lose it. If they play pawn takes, that's stalemate though, because the rook cuts off these two squares. Okay, now it's not stalemate. Yeah. What the heck? Why, bro? The idea is it cuts off. Okay. That's forced. We'll just run all the way over here. Oh, dude, 2.8 seconds left. Oh my gosh. Why did he make it so close, bro? Oh my gosh. Dude, no, dude. We're on a 3-game L streak. That sucks. Okay. Let's get back into it. Let's get back into I'm going to board this one. Let's get someone a little bit higher elo here. Let's play the Queen's Gambit. What? Bro, okay, I don't know this line at all. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know this, bro. Let's go here. I'm just gonna play normal. Just gonna play normal chess. Hi, Aiden. Okay, if takes, we lose this. Okay, we gotta take first. Hit the queen. And okay, we still can't take here because if bishop takes bishop. Okay, we'll just take, and then we'll take. Even now we have to take here first. Rook here. Jeez, we should have maybe mixed that check in here. Now that I think about it. Check, I guess queen back, but it probably would have been helpful. Let's go here now. Rook here. So the one advantage we have in this position is we've got a 2 versus 0 on this side. Oh my gosh, bro. I'm just hanging stuff. Okay, we need to kick that out. That's annoying. The problem with queen here is they just play rook here. I'm going to go here and here. Because the rook and the queen do guard that pawn. So that forces the rook backwards, and then I'm going to play b4. And now we get these pawns rolling like we wanted to. Here, so if pawn takes, knight takes or pawn takes, both fine. The idea is that we just need to make sure we've got enough defending it. Okay, there's a fork here. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. We do want to kick that knight out when we have a chance to, just not yet. Now we have knight here. Knight takes, pawn takes. We're nice and solid in the center after that. We'll do pawn takes. And then queen here, maybe? I mean, I see some forking ideas. Let's go here with the idea being our queen's ready to take this pawn back. And there's also this fork now that's defended by the queen. Okay, do I go straight for the fork is the question. Honestly, probably. Feels pretty impactful to win at. Oh no, is there rook here? Defended by the knight? But then well, okay, they missed it. If there was, they missed it. Okay, now we take here. And one fork we need to keep an eye out on is this one. So maybe I do play this f pawn forward while I have this defended. Now the knight has to move. They go backwards. Let's go here and try and win a pawn in the center. Now we get to push. Okay, we'll just hop back. And it's defended plenty. Let's still push a pawn forward here. This knight's being quite annoying. Let's go here and here maybe. I mean, I'm trying to trade the queens off. Right now the knight guards that. But okay, now we can do it. I mean, we're up material. I'm trying to trade, and I'm trying to just get this pawn to the edge of the board where it can be easily pushed. Okay, let's keep offering queen trades. So our next move is probably b6 no matter what. Okay. They're trying to go for this mate. Let's go here. We're hitting the rook and the knight. And now when we want to defend this mate, we just slide one of these rooks forward, I believe. Dude, how do I have 18 seconds left? I totally didn't realize that. Shoot, I'm thinking too much. Whatever, I'm going to take the draw, guys. I think. That's all I got, man. Oh, I'm losing this rook. Oh, I should have played rook over. Oh, dude, come on, man. I'm getting into winning positions and I'm just losing on the clock, bro. I'm just losing on the clock every time. I gotta speed up, man. I gotta speed up. Damn, bro. All right, guys, we can do this. We just gotta get locked. We just gotta get locked. Let's go. Takes. We can do this, guys. We can do this. Let's castle. Okay, I'm just going to go straight for him. I mean, just attacking up the H-file feels very natural. Let's go knight. Ooh, there's a knight fork. Hold on. I guess we just keep going. I guess the knight always defends this knight fork, so we don't need to address that right now, but maybe rook here or something in the future. Okay, we push again. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, let's go here so we can develop our knight. This will stop the fork. I want to keep my bishop along this diagonal as long as possible. If knight takes, pawn takes, we have a nice open file for our rook. Okay, let's go here. Trying to find infiltration somehow. If we can get our queen to this square, obviously it's checkmate, so just trying to keep my eyes peeled. Queen takes. Here. Yeah, I mean, there's all sorts of ideas. I mean, there's maybe knight takes. They're going to block it. I was trying to look at that for a second, but okay. I mean, maybe still, though. Knight takes, pawn takes, rook takes. Queen moves. Huh. I mean, this is probably an easier version of that. The idea is if pawn takes, there's rook takes queen. Okay, we can just start with this trade. Queen takes. So if I take and they go here, am I ever getting mated? I'm not sure. It's probably something it's not worth allowing, though. Maybe just push. Here, here, here. Let's go for this. I don't think this is worth allowing because especially after the middle opens up, they're also gonna have rook checks and like it's just not something worth allowing. Takes. The idea is pawn takes. Rook takes, probably just hitting the queen is best. Okay. They do have queen takes pawn, but I don't think it's worth it for them because then my queen gets to infiltrate, and that's probably GG's, but takes. Dude, it's just another game where I'm just down so much on the clock, it's giving me stress. I gotta play rook to d1, I think, to make everything solid here. If takes, we take the rook. Okay, take the queen back. I gotta get my king forward. Let's go here. Oh, there's knight takes. Yeah, that's checkmate. Just knight here wins material now. Oh, no, it doesn't. Is it knight here maybe then? Let's check. Oh, we get 3 elo for that draw, guys. We get 3 elo for that draw. I think we'll take that. I mean, obviously we were in a completely winning position, but we just got to take it, man. Jeez. That was stressful. Just another game, though, where I'm just a victim of thinking a little bit too long. Like, we're gaining better positions, sure, but you have to keep up on the clock and on the board in 3-0 for sure. So, let's go here. I'm trying to play maybe this, and then C5 looks pretty good. Wow, they're just gonna try and break everything open. Let's get our rooks over. Let's go here. I'm trying to push if I can. Beautiful. I mean, yeah, our position's great now. We have so much space. Let's go here. Might have just dropped a pawn. I'm not sure. The reason I'm saying I'm not sure is because of rook a8. And maybe we're just winning that pawn back. The queen also kind of lacks squares. Can I sack the knight and then play bishop back? No. Knight takes pawn. Okay, knight here. Pawn takes knight here. There's queen here. Okay. I don't think there's a queen trap. It's probably good to look for. Do they have queen takes pawn here? I did miss that. Push takes. Sacrifice the bishop. If knight takes, I'm going straight for takes. Oh, my rook is hit. Wait, am I fine? But if they take the rook, it's check, though. Okay, hold on. Wait, I don't think I played that right. Okay, let's go. Let's go back here. I don't think that was accurate. It was weird, but I don't think it was accurate. Okay, so I think everything is defended properly now. The queen just probably has to move. We're down a couple of pawns. It's not the end of the world. That was not accurate, though. Okay, let's go here. Okay, let's really dominate this file here. I'm seeing ideas of infiltrating. Threatening to win a knight. This pawn is hanging now, so I might go like queen here, for example, and slap the rook behind it. The main advantage white has here is these pawns just rolling through the center of the board. Okay, we do have a fork here if the knight wasn't there. Obviously, it is there, though, so. Let's go here. I think queen here is the only option. Do I have any of these knight moves? I don't think so. I think we just drop back here. Now, my queen does defend that knight from a distance. Okay, they might have not realized that for a moment. Okay, we don't have bishop takes, pawn takes, queen takes yet. You know what? We might have this and this though. So queen here. Okay. Let's take. We need our last rook to get a bit more involved. I'm not sure how quite yet. It can funnel in this way, but it's not the most impactful. I'd rather see like it come around this way. Maybe the other rook can fulfill that though for us. No, I need to keep it up here probably. So they just push. No, okay, you know what? I do like this. Because if they push, I just take. And the idea is rook here and then checkmate. With either the rook or the queen, really. I think that white maybe needs to play here. Okay, exactly. Okay, we need to maintain the pressure. Let's go here. I just want to keep my queen on this diagonal. If I have to go all the way back to a8, the issue is just like these pawns stepping forward and cutting things off. Okay, we're hitting this pawn. We're also threatening this infiltration. I'm guessing queen here is coming. Okay, now we bring the other rook in this way maybe. One of these two squares. The thing about this move is that after takes, check, queen blocks, I think white is fine. So I don't think the rook sacrifice is really viable. Okay, let's go here first. Now if rook here and queen takes, we do have check here, check, and we're picking up that queen. Is that mate? Hold on. No, it's not mate. Okay, we have to do this. Check. Okay. We gotta win this pawn back. What am I doing? Okay, hold on. That was a misclick. Oh, I misclicked, bro. I actually think I was winning after this and check. I'm pretty sure I'm winning because we just have so many other checks that are able to be played. And I have a feeling, yeah, like after this, for example, we're just probably winning material. But anyway, we misclicked, but we got it done on the clock. Close one, guys. If you guys are new here and enjoying the stream, please don't forget to click that follow button or press subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. I'm getting super close to 10K on TikTok and YouTube, guys. What's up, Dingsits? How's it going, buddy? Let's castle. Push. Bishop here. We'll put the queen behind the bishop. Slide back again, putting the queen behind the bishop. Let's push so that the bishop can come back. What's up, Bola? How's it going? I could have had checkmate. Okay. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I mean, obviously there was the misclick, but there's probably a mate in there somewhere, but. Okay, now this middle square looks very tempting. I'm thinking we bring the bishop in and we'll reroute the knight. Okay, this pawn is hit. Okay, let's defend our pawn first. Now I'm thinking the knight goes in so we can kick this knight out. And then if we need to reroute the knight and bring the bishop into the center, we can. So knight here, c6. Perfect. Thank you, Abdu Rahman. Appreciate it. Okay, let's go here. Hit the knight. Okay, let's push. We're trying to play on both sides of the board here. Obviously, they're taking space over here, so I want to take space on the other side of the board. And after knight takes, queen takes, we're applying some really good pressure because we have this little sniper over here, and our queen is cutting through the middle of the board. Okay, let's take, and then we'll play bishop takes, I think. Bishop takes, queen here. I'm worried about this pin. But do we take back with check, king? So takes, queen here, check, king takes. Okay, let's not rush. Let's not rush. Maybe there's knight here as well. That's so interesting. I don't know. Like, because after takes, check here, check here. Not seeing a checkmate. I think the triple stack is probably our best path. Okay, we got to defend this knight. The bishop is hitting over here, so could have gone all the way back to f7 or f6. I like f6 a little bit more. It's just a bit more active. I'm okay with the knight being traded off, I think. I want to push. Just can't. Queen here, push. Let's go for this. And takes. They should probably think about how they're going to bring the rook in, maybe. I feel like that's a good move as well. Okay, let's push. We're trying to break these pawns open and get after our opponent's king. Now, it is kind of sketchy pushing the h and f pawns, but hopefully it works out for us. Can I I still can't push. Wow, okay. If I go here, there's this. Okay, nothing's technically threatened right now, though, because the rooks defend each other. If they push, maybe knight here. Knight here would be nice as well, because... Okay. Do I sack now? Okay, let's start with check. This is a threat, though. I might just sack the rook. Unless there's a queen check. Maybe there's just queen here. I don't want to get too fancy with it. I wanted my queen on this diagonal, though. Because there's like knight here and checkmate and stuff. Or check. But yeah, now we have this check. We have this check, this check. Let's go to the corner. A minute each, guys. Come on. Let's get 2 wins in a row for once. Check. That was wrong because the knight is supposed to check next. Stupid. I just don't have anything now. Bishop takes. We have to play queen takes. This might just turn into a time scramble, guys. I gotta stop this. The bishop cuts off the rest of it, so. Rook here, maybe. Rook here, maybe. If we can double our rooks as well, that's probably some good protection. Let's go here now. Rook here and here. Bishop here and here. I missed that. Yes, let's go. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, dude. 0.7 seconds left. No way, dude. No way. That is crazy. We'll take that, boys. We'll take that. We will take that one. That was a crazy time scramble, man. Let's go with this. Okay, they're trying to stop us from playing e4. We don't need to play e4 for this setup to work, so that's fine. Let's castle long. I'm not sure what that does. I think we just need to play through the center because we castled quicker than our opponent. Let's go here and then take. Okay, they're going to need to move the bishop, and it looks like they're going to go for the short castle. Can I just push again here? No, not quite. Maybe it's this. I'm trying to go this way. So, like, if they just rip a castle here, maybe I've got queen here, and we just go for mate. And if they go takes, we can go pawn takes and have our rook hit their queen. Or takes and, like, knight takes, and just have a really active knight. I like this better. Let's hit their queen. Now they can't castle long. They're going to have to castle short. And we can just start launching pawns at them very preemptively here. It's not a solution to keep your king stuck in the center. There's also like rook here and then like rook takes, king takes, and they like manually castle kind of. But yeah, imagine they castle now. I'd play knight here and just go for mate right away. And these F and G pawns are just following right behind. Okay, interesting. I'm just going to keep going. I mean, yes, they have knight here. It just doesn't. Oh, okay. So that I missed that they're trying to allow themselves a castle. It's a good move. That is a good move. Okay, let's go here. Try and infiltrate. Trying to swing the rook over. Trying to swing that rook over. And then we'll just go over after that pawn on a7. Have I played over the board before? Yeah, I do over the board tournaments from time to time, but like I haven't done any like for like FIDE or like USCF ELO before. They've just been like amateur tournaments. Okay, I guess that defends there. Let's go after this fork. We also potentially have like rook here. Now, one thing we do need to keep in mind is that, okay, does that work? So I take, oh no, I wouldn't take because of course they would just take back. Okay, let's go here. Yes, for right now the queen does defend, but we've got tactics like knight takes, forcing the queen back, and then playing this. I'm just worried they'd run away and be fine. We need to make sure that if we go for a tactic where we sacrifice a piece, we're getting the trade-off that we need. And right now I'm not sure that that's the case. So maybe rook d1 next. There's also like king b1, just trying to get our king out of danger a little bit. So that move is kind of interesting to me because it does allow us to take here, but then there's like knight check, and then once we move, they would take our knight, but then we would take here. So it's just kind of a mess. I wish I had rook here. There's also this now. We got to be very careful. Might just be lost. Maybe there's this. I need some breathing room. I need some breathing room for my king. But yeah, check, we go here. We'll just try to run a little bit. Okay. Hope I'm not. I mean, I guess this check is available. We push, though. Then they have this check, queen back. You can also just hop back straight away, but then there's this check. How do I already have 10 seconds left, bro? Oh my gosh. Oh, they take with check. GG's, man. Yeah. No idea why they didn't just queen trade. I got to keep it a stack with you guys. No, dude. No, dude, I had that. Oh my gosh, no. I just needed to play less aggressively. Like here, I should have just dropped the queen back. Like, he had 1 second left. Oh my gosh, man. That's so unreal. That's so unreal, bro. All right, let's get into the next one here. Okay. Start to apply some pressure from the... Oh, I was trying to play h4. That's all good. Let's castle. Try and get these pawns moving. Grab some space. Let's need rook here first. Now we get to play before. Think takes. Knight takes. Pawn takes. Maybe not. Maybe that's a miscalc. Is there any way to take advantage? Do I have like knight here or something weird? I don't think so. Okay. Okay. We drop a pawn. Not the end of the world. Okay, let's develop our pieces a bit more. Just trying to keep an eye on things. But yeah, the big downside here is we're down a pawn, but it's a passed a pawn, which is kind of tricky to defend against. Not going to sack here. It doesn't quite work. We just don't have our pieces aligned in the correct way here. Let's hop in. We might need to sack the rook here. My main idea, though, is to move the queen and put the bishop in front of it. See if they go for the rook sack. If they do, then I can justify sacking back a little bit more. Yeah, they need to keep the queen touching this pawn. Otherwise, I can take here. If they go here, I might be able to push. And they would put... No. Yeah, I think I can push if they go there. Let's go here. Oh, they might be able to take, but I take. They take, I take. Does that work? Okay. No, is there bishop here? Wow. This is so complicated. That rook is hanging now. This is hit. This is hit. This is hit. There's this pin going on here. Takes. Nah, I gotta just go back. I think I'm okay with repeating moves here, to be fair. There's this check now. I can't move this bishop. Dude, this is way too complicated for 3-0. This is just nuke the board, gang. Yeah, bro. That's where I'm at as well. Let's go here. I might have just had pawn takes pawn, low key. I can't trade queens. I'm down 6 points of material. I'm thinking. Okay. Jeez, dude. Do they have knight here? Of course. This is insane, dude. I'm getting smoked, though. I'm getting smoked. I don't know what to do. I don't have any pieces left at this point. I mean, it's like ridiculous. Maybe bishop here. No, I can't even do that. I mean, I'm just in survival mode at this point, huh? Oh, we tried, bro. We tried. They were up on the clock and on the board there. That was such a crazy game, though. That was an insane game, bro. There's so much, like, there's just so much material on the board for so long there. Dude, that is a 3-0 nightmare. I'm not gonna lie. That is just a nightmare. Castle will push. Bishop here, pitting the knight to the queen. Guys, if you're new here and enjoying the stream, please don't forget to click that follow button or press subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Everything really does help the channel grow, and we're getting very close to 10K on TikTok and YouTube right now, so help me out. Okay, let's bring our rook into the game here. I think our queen needs to sit on d7. Go here. It's not trapped because they can't push this pawn, but we might need to move this knight out of the way somewhere so that our bishop has a square to hop back to. Something to think about. There's also like queen d7. Yeah, I think if they push, we can just sack. So I'm just going to play that line instead. It's just a little bit more fun, and I'm pretty sure it works. So push, bishop takes, pawn takes, queen takes with check. Okay, I missed that. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good, guys. Okay, we're losing it. There's nothing I can do. We're threatening a royal fork. If queen here, I'll play queen here and go for mate. But I think the bishop just moves and they're fine. I don't think there's anything here, by the way. I'm just trying my best. Okay, the queen can't come over because the knight's here. We need to get another piece attacking that pawn. I think maybe there's like a knight reroute we need to explore. I'm not too sure. Maybe we move the king and push the f pawn. But now there's probably just bishop takes. Let's put the queen here to defend this pawn. Okay. All right. I mean, their king is very open for sure right now. Let's go here. I don't see any point in checking. It just brings the rook over to a better row that I don't want it to sit on. So we'll let him waste a move himself doing that. I think our knight needs to blockade this pawn. So like knight here, knight here. Let's go for that. Okay, again, we got to play this blockading move. Because otherwise there's just so much pressure here. And hopefully this other rook doesn't come into the game also. We definitely don't want that. But yeah, we're just down 2 points of material. It's essentially like we're playing with an extra pawn versus a piece now, so. If queen takes, bishop takes, pawn takes, check, queen here. I think we're good. If I go here, bishop here, queen here, that's so sketchy. Let's go here for now. I'm trying to keep an eye on this pawn. Pre-move the recapture. I mean, it feels like we're just going to get checkmated here, to be honest, but we'll try our best to play defense. We'll try our best to play defense here. We pop back. No, we start with check, really, I think. And we pop back. This knight's got to get to a better square. I'm thinking knight here, and then we just... Okay. Let's pin the bishop to the king. "35 seconds left for our opponent." That's how long we need to hold on here, guys. That's how long we need to hold on. Now, knight here. This is a fork. They're going to need to defend that. They do. Okay, let's... they want rook here. Let's hop back. Maybe rook here next. We can't afford to lose anything major right now. We're threatening to win a bishop now, though. Defend for now. Let's go here. Let's go back. Okay, let's go here. Check. Bang! That's what I'm talking about, bro. Let's go. Let's go, boys. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's get into the next one here. Wow, that got sketchy. That got very sketchy. We missed a brilliant. Okay, interesting. Yeah, it's just there was not a lot of time left. Let's maybe go for the bishop trade. I don't love that idea of them opening my king up. Let's go this way for now. Let's go here, hit the bishop. Yeah, our knight does lack a square, I guess. I still want to go for this bishop trade, though. Let's take. Let's keep pushing. With the idea being that our knight is going to contribute like this. Let's go here. Oh boy, I missed this. I mean, maybe I didn't miss anything, but I'm pretty worried about this push and my bishop lacking squares. But I think we do have I think we have the C pawn. Or the C4 square, I mean. Thank you, Leech. Appreciate it. What just happened? Knight takes pawn. Oh, my knight is hit. Okay. We do have a check. Okay, it's... Well, I think I like this because we're taking with check now. I think we just get a pawn out of this. Right? All right, let's push first, maybe. Takes. Push, takes. Queen here. Let's just take. Because if they take here, we take their bishop. Leech says, bro, I really like your streams. It's become a way to spend my afternoons. Love the vibes and energy, bro. I really appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that. Let's take again. Now we're defending this pawn. We're up 2 pawns here, guys, but we're down 50 seconds on the clock. Our opponent is really, really fast. So we just need to adjust accordingly. I'm going to go for a queen trade, I think. We do drop a pawn, but I think it is worth it. I think it is worth it. But we got to defend this pawn now. Okay, maybe that wasn't worth it. I don't like this. Yeah, we're just dropping it back. Now if they take, we take. If they take, we take. Now it's just equal material. No. How did we lose our 2 pawns that quick? Let's go here. Let's get our king active. I mean, this is probably just drawn now, but we're down on the clock enough where it makes me feel a little bit sketched out. That rook is hit. I think this rook should be free to move now. I'm going to take over this open file. Because they can't take here and they can't take here. So we could go like rook here or maybe rook here to push this pawn. This pawn, of course, is also kind of free to move here. Let's push and then like rook here or rook here. This way, maybe? It's a really tricky endgame. This might be a draw. If they want to repeat moves, I think I'm okay with that, to be honest. Okay. Yeah, just completely equal here, guys. If I do like for example, like step back. Oh, it's actually it's actually -3.5, but okay. I think just from a clock perspective, it's pretty easy to evaluate that. I would like to push my other pawn in the center. I'm trying to play moves that set that up. Let's take, and then we'll push. Let's go here in castle. Let's go here. I'm going to bring the bishop out so my knight has squares. So my knight has squares. There's knight here. Let's knight back. Let's hit the bishop. Like to get back on track with a win here. Now, we are applying some good pressure to the center. Just don't see a good way to get through. Let's go here, and bishop here seems kind of tricky. Bishop here. Okay, we can play this first. And then we'll make a decision about what to do with this piece. Let's go here. Interesting. I mean, we can just go all the way back if we want to. Let's go here and try and skewer. I mean, their king is opening up their light squares now, and we still have our light squared bishop. So something like bishop here is actually like kind of cutting through them. I'd probably go like bishop here and then bishop here. And then we could also plop our knight into the center. This is going to be a long, complicated game, most likely. I don't think either of us have a clear, like, winning plan that's set up right now. For me, it's probably looking like attacking these pawns, though. Okay, we got to go straight back. If we go here, now we lose our bishop. And like we were talking about, our bishop is a pretty good piece for us in this position. We want to keep it on the board and keep it active. But I think this could also work, trying to open the rook up. Okay, let's go for this. I want to get this bishop more active. It's our worst piece. And we're just trying to create some chaos among these pawns. This also gives our king a square to escape to, which could be nice. Just push. We'll just push. Now the knight hops into the center. The issue is like knight takes, bishop takes, queen takes. I don't know if I love that. I think we have to play this, though. It's kind of unfortunate. But this is it now. And we have this pawn that's cutting the king off. If this knight ever moves, we have checkmate. So I think it's a pretty good position for black. There's also tactics like rook here. Rook here, knight takes pawn doesn't work anymore. You know what? I can just take this pawn. Because after queen takes, we take the knight. Yep, he knows it. He knows it. Let's go here. If they take, we've got queen takes rook. Okay, let's... Now, can anyone tell me what's wrong with the move my opponent just played? Does anyone in chat know? Does anyone in chat know what was wrong with the move my opponent just played there? Let me know if you guys see anything. I'm thinking maybe we could like take here in the center and win a pawn, but after rook takes, I'm not too sure. GG's. That's why it's cool getting the pawn all the way up there. You just have like constant pressure, right? Let's push. Takes. Okay, so they're hitting this twice. They have pressure down here. I'm thinking we just take and then we push. It's castle. Playing its organic gravel here. Interesting name. Let's push, kick that bishop away. I might go for a rare queen fianchetto setup here. It just feels good in this position. Let's go knight here. I'm going to bring my rook to the c file and try to push. Well, actually, we can just push straight away. Why not? Pawn takes, knight takes. Just trying to break apart this big center that my white opponent has. The knight is trying to hop in here. That is a crafty boy. Let's go. Let's go here. I'm thinking rook here and then we take. There's also just like taking a second to develop my my knight a little bit more. Because now the queen can recapture with check. So, okay, let's bring the knight out. I'm thinking the knight can sit on this square. Where it can kind of hit a lot of different things. There's also like if we trade this bishop off or like catch him off guard a bit, there's like the idea of taking and then taking the knight. The bishop does okay, so he's recognizing that that is a potential threat I'm trying to set up here. Let's bring our other rook into the center. Let's take. Can't push. Can I just take though? Because if knight takes, we've got queen takes, rook takes, rook takes. And then I don't know. I don't know if that's winning or what. Kind of just want to get out of the way a little bit. Maybe just queen here. Oh, that drops this pawn. I guess we want to hold on to that pawn. Let's not move that. Let's just bring our knight in. Just try and stay active here. This is after knight check, the king has to step out into the open and we can take in the center. I think one issue we have right now is back rank issues, but okay, I don't think it makes sense to play check straight up. Let's go here. I'd love to use the rooks together a little bit more. The rooks work best as a pair. We're only going to beat a queen if we use the rooks well together here, guys. So I think rook b8. But the issue is like once we start like going up the field, the board, I should say, there's all these back rank issues. Like even if we go check here, takes, and well, I guess let's pretend the queen wasn't there, but it doesn't quite work, does it? Let's go here. Worst case scenario, we'll sack the rook here, but it's not really what I'm trying to do. If I go here, king here. Damn, guys. That is not good. I think we're about to lose a whole bunch of material. Yeah. Ugh. This is the pain of playing against a queen, to be honest. I just can't hold on to anything, can I? I'm just going to resign this one, maybe. We'll play it out, but, I mean... This is pretty dire stuff here. All right, I'm gonna resign. I'm not gonna use in playing this out. Really quickly, guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to New Tab Web Solutions for sponsoring today's stream. They built my chess website, highvariancechess.com. I'm just going to show you guys it really quick so you can see the work that they did for me because it's really cool. So you can watch my stream live, embed it into the website just by clicking watch here. It has all my socials. It shows that I'm live. You can book lessons through it. You can learn more about my lessons. They have all these cool tabs on it with, we've got some students that have given their accounts of their lessons. You can contact me, just find out stuff about the channel. It's really awesome to have this, and the work was done in a very timely manner. It's very high quality. So check out the links pinned in chat as well as in the descriptions, guys. And they're currently running a massive sale. As well as that, you get 10% off if you use my link. So go check them out, guys. Let's push. Okay, let's develop here. Currently on the stream, I think we started around 2030 on Blitz, so I think we're around down like 9 right now. What's up, Code Arch? How's it going, buddy? Let's go here, hit the queen. Let's castle. Queen here, put the bishop in front of the queen. Drop back. Let's go here. I'm down to trade off this bishop. That is providing a lot of defensive help for my opponent. They're trying to trap my pieces back here, though. I think let's start by rotating the knight over. We need more pieces to help out in the attack. I think we rotate the knight over, maybe bring this knight forward, and then we'll push. Okay, we can just trade off here. It's a pretty easy decision. I think we're just winning a pawn, so. I think we are just winning a pawn. We're trying to dig our bishop out right now. Let's push. Let's go here. If the knight tries to hop in, we do have a check that would pick that knight up. Let's take... I mean, our bishop just sucks. I'm just going to trade it off. I feel like that's the simplest way of doing things. Okay, now they set up a checkmate threat. Let's not get mated here. Takes back. Okay, they're targeting this weak pawn here. I can't push because of queen takes knight. Let's go here. I mean, I think... Okay, this is tough. It's tough to hold on to everything here. I mean, I'm seeing queen here holds on to everything for now. Our knight can help too, I guess. Oh, it's pinned. That sucks. That sucks. Okay, let's try to keep all the material on the board. We are just down a piece now, though, unfortunately. Okay. We got to get our pieces coordinated here, man. It's just, his pieces are so much better coordinated, to be honest. Let's go here. We can't even really go after this pawn because of the bishop. Okay, let's go here. They might just sack, though. I mean, that's a mate, so I think bishop takes pawn does work here. I honestly expect a 2000 elo to find it as well. They don't. Let's get our queen back on defense. I might try to push this pawn forward. Yeah, let's well, okay, let's try and use the pawn. If we could, okay, now they're just going for trades. I can't trade. We're down too much material to trade. That's not an option. I'm still thinking like we need to get the rook involved a bit more here. We can't though. Okay, let's go here. Problem is if we move it, they have rook here and they're just trading everything off. I'm trying to just find a way just to like create some pressure. He's really shutting our position down well here. I guess we have to force them to make the moves out here. I might just move my rook back and forth. It's a forced trade, guys. It's not much to be done here, is there? Not much to be done here. We can try, though. Maybe king here and push. Check takes check. The rook would take. We got to go rook here. Now they can check us. I'm going to get my rook over. 20 seconds versus 30. Shouldn't have done it like this, I don't think. Can take now. No, it's mate, bro. Oh, that's so pain, bro. We pulled it out, man. We pulled it back from nowhere. We pulled it back from nowhere and we still get beat, bro. Oh my gosh, no way. Good game, though. Good game. Unethical. We tried, man. He had that 2v0 with the pawns. I had a couple chances to step my king forward that I should have taken advantage of. But with the low time, it was actually kind of difficult. So, yeah, I won't lie. The time definitely played a factor there. If I had a few more seconds, I think we would have been able to pull out the draw. Or the win, actually, because we still have the rook on the board, I guess. And if you guys are enjoying the stream, don't forget to click that follow button or press subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. It really does help the channel grow. Thinking about going here, but I think they just push. I guess I like it because we can kick their knight out. But can we? Because there's this then. Okay, so they go here. I push. Takes, push again. We would take. Okay. I think I'm on board. Oh, but do they just win? My knight's dead. My knight is just dead, bro. Okay, we'll take the 2 pawns for it, I guess. I gotta stop blundering in the openings. It's killing me. Like, we're better than a lot of these players. We're just blundering in the openings. Let's push. I'm trying to bring the knight out. If I can push again, it'll dislocate the queen from the bishop, and we can check and pick that bishop up. Just take. I mean, if we can win, like, all these pawns, we're gonna have this huge center. Okay, this is the threat. Don't have any checks left. If I move my rook and they play check, king here, check, king here, they'll be able to take. So I don't really want that to happen. But I guess at the end of the day, I'm not sure I see a way to stop this from happening. So I think we do need to move. here, check here, check here. Not great. We're going to lose at least a pawn here. Because after check, they pick this pawn up. But we are going to be able to run to the other side of the board, I think. So I'm definitely going to go all the way to c7. Okay, they're going for a mate. Okay, we just move the knight. Now the knight defends mate. If check, we run this way. If I go here, they check and we trade queens. If I go here, they check and we trade queens. It's a forced queen trade. That's a shame. Check. Let's go get our rooks active at least. There's no good knight moves that I see. There's maybe king here. King here looks decent. I'm trying to get them to move the bishop back so we can fork. But it's not a fork because of check. Okay, we got to get our king back so we can fork. I don't know. I don't know about our king safety. So we're hitting this and this, but they do have the knight check now. And after we move forward... Okay, wait. We can take this now, though. I don't know, guys. I guess check, we go king. Check, we go king here. If rook here, I think we just push a pawn, maybe? Or king here? No, if we push the pawn, they go here. We need to move our king. We're in a lot of trouble, guys. We're in a lot of trouble. This is maximum sketchiness. If they do this check, I can run, though. Okay. Okay. We're getting low on the clock now, too, which is classic, but... Okay, we're trying to play some checks. Yep. That is how it goes, bro. That is how it goes. Damn. Let's hop into the next one, man. We're getting to the low 2000s. I don't want to go below 2000. That's for sure. That is for sure. We don't want to go below 2000, guys. Let's bring the bishop out and get ready to retrade with the queen. Queen here. Just still getting ready to retrade. Perfect. Let's drop this back so if they take, we recapture and open our rook up. I think we do a long castle here. Let's go here. Takes. Yeah, let's castle. Let's lodge our knight into the center of the board. If they take, we fork. There's like rook here as well. We'll try to push our pawns next. Yeah, I think we gotta just go. I think it's just go time, boys. Let's take. This wins a tempo. Push. go here. There are different like checks available to black now, which I'm not a huge fan of. Let's go here. Let's try and trade this knight off. There's of course like they can't. Okay, that's a free knight, no? And this pawn will be easy to recapture. Just knight takes. They do get to take this pawn. I think we can just run because the queen can't take because of knight takes. Now we go here. Now the rook is a defender as well. There's no knight checks. Do I have knight here now? No. Let's go rook here and rook here. There's knight here. We play this move though, and I think we're okay. I think. I mean, I don't see why not, I guess. But yeah, we're just trying to get all of our pieces over here to defend our king, and then we'll just run. So queen takes. Yeah, I'm not sure what the point of that was either. Let's go here. Okay, he's doing a good job being annoying, to be fair. This should keep everything safe, though. So once the knight moves... Well, where does the knight move? Okay, we'll en passant that. Okay, that makes sense. Let's go here and bring the rook over. What am I doing, bro? It's just so bad. It's so bad. Okay, let's... So frustrating. Probably rook here or here next. Push. If I move my... Let's go here. I need to, like, move my king and push this pawn. Okay, let's go here. I need to move the king and push the pawn, but I can't. It's gotta be, like, king here and push, which is, like, so sketchy. GG's, man. I mean, he's got 2 queens on the board now, which I obviously did not mean to allow. Dude, the 2 queens on the board is just so brutal. Yeah, I mean, dude, like... No, dude. Oh, I can't believe I allowed that knight fork. That's so crazy. I can't believe I allowed the knight fork. Do, do, do. All right, let's get into the next one here, guys. Hopefully we can lock back in here and get back on track. We've lost 4 in a row, which is... Oh, did not mean to click that.
D5.
Whoa. I do not want it to say all my moves. Let's push. Push again. Let's bring the bishop out. Push. Push. Hop the knight into the center. So next we'll just continue to develop our minor pieces and probably long castle. Let's go with check. If a queen trade is forced here, maybe we just castle short. But I think queen here is bad because of bishop here, and then I think we're just winning material. Probably just winning his queen. Okay, so they just shuffle over. That is weird. I'm not sure what I want to do with my king now. It does change things. Okay, I'm kind of eyeing this this f2 square for my king now. The idea being castling short doesn't really make sense, but castling long doesn't either. And we've got this. Oh, wait, what? Bro, what am I doing? No. Uh, I got you, lazy. Don't abuse it. Don't abuse it. All right, let's get into the next game here. How do I not get mad after a losing streak? I mean, at the end of the day, we're just here to vibe out and play some chess. Like, it doesn't really matter to me if my elo goes up or down. It's kind of just about having fun, right? So, obviously, it's frustrating to lose like in anything, but for me, like I'm just trying to get better, and getting better and winning games aren't the same thing. It's castle. But yeah, hopefully we can get back into the 2000s here. Usually we sit closer to 2100, so this is definitely a bit of a downswing for me, but it's not the end of the world. It's nothing unheard of. Let's cement this bishop in. Now their knight or bishop could cement in here as well. There's a trade-off to that. Takes. I wonder if they go with rook takes or queen takes. If they do queen takes, I'll just trade off because I'm up material, right? So I'm up a pawn at least. So I can't really push. There's f5 maybe. f5. We just make this big pawn chain. Queen goes back, and then we get to check. I don't think I win a pawn. Do they do queen block? Okay, I do win a pawn. I guess they're just kind of focused on this stuff. Do I take? I guess we do take, and then we take. Okay, so that's a threat of checkmate. If I go rook here, they go bishop here. Then I go check, and I go back. So it doesn't look like we're getting mated. We can win a pawn. They want to go rook here and go for mate. I don't think I was really looking at that too hard. Maybe I should have been. Okay, let's play the check and then bring the knight over. There's no queen takes, because I can just take back with the rook. They'd have to have the triple stack for that to work, I think. We do have more checks, but I'd rather keep the king kind of like pinned back here. Okay, I don't want to do this because of check here, check. Well, we run though. We do run. That's interesting. Let's go here. If they play bishop here, that's kind of scary to me. Bishop takes, rook takes, check here, check here. It feels fine though. Let's continue with our plan. Check, knight takes. Oh, but I lose my rook at the end of it. Okay, I think they messed up there. I don't think that was accurate. Let's check. Check. We're kind of running out of checks here, guys. Oh, dude, this might be bad. I think I need to move this rook. I'm just not sure where to. There's also like... Okay. So the idea is my king gets over here to defend the rook. We need to bring this queen back. Okay, so check, we block. This was what we had planned. Check, we go this way. And now they're out of checks. We just need our queen more involved. Like, we need to bring the queen back into the game. Oh, I missed that. Oh no, that's really bad. I am not sure what to do here, guys. So we gotta go this way. This is likely just lost, though. Okay, we're hitting two things at once, right? So if they take here, I'm checking. Wow, they take nothing. That's got to be incorrect. Check. Forward. Don't see any checks for white. I'm winning, bro. Fuck. Part of my language, but oh, dude, come on, man. How can I not win one, bro? I'm on a 6-game L streak right now. We need to speed up, bro. We need to speed up. Make it a draw. Yeah, probably. Probably. Anyway, if you guys are new here and enjoying the stream, please don't forget to click that follow button or press subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. And let's hop straight into the next game here. We're getting super close to 10K on YouTube and TikTok, guys. Which one's going to get there first? We have to play this now. And then we'll go for F5. Nice and attacking. Takes. Can I take in the center here? I feel like I can. We got like the 3 attackers versus the 2 defenders. Now we're threatening to take and mess their pawn structure up, even maybe winning a pawn. So yeah, they're going to take. I've got this pressure. I'll probably bring my queen to F6 next, defending the bishop and adding a 3rd attacker to that pawn. Okay, let's go here. Rook takes. Let's go here, connecting the rooks, hopefully. Okay. They can take here, but then I go to C8 and I'm skewering a little bit. Now we need to push. If we can move this bishop off this diagonal, there's also like bishop here and we're winning material. Let's just push. Let's just push. We still have like ideas of like, for example, like knight takes, rook takes, and then we add a 3rd attacker by bringing the rook over. And we're just going to have a ton of pressure. Let's go here and hit this pawn. Maybe rook here soon. Maybe doubling the rooks on the F file. Let's take. Ooh, I missed that fork. Okay. Darn it. Probably should have been rook takes as well. I'm rushing now. Okay, now we're equal on material. Let's go here and hit the rook and this pawn. Oh man, I'm just playing so bad. That's crazy. How do I miss that? All right, let's go here and at least get a rook back. I mean, a rook for a bishop pair is like not great. We do have 4 pawns here though. Let's go here and we'll just push and push. It's very hard to get these pawns rolling all the way, but see what we can do. They're trying to play this check. I'm going to bring my rook here so that doesn't become available to them. And let's really just kind of try to invest in the D and C pawns. I don't think we can bring much more with us. Let's go here. If check, we just run. I mean, after king to c3, driving the rook back again, I mean, this is tough for white. This is tricky. This is tricky. I might actually go and try and take this. After rook here, we've got king here. They do allow us to take. Yes, we lose this pawn, but I don't think I care that much. Let's go. We can play check. Check to defend this pawn, then we push. Let's go here. I feel like I'm not playing this accurately. Let's hit the bishop. And the b pawn, maybe? The b pawn just to help protect us from checks. If I can get to... Okay, let's just go. See if they'll sack the bishop early. King here, pawn here. Bishop here. Let's go. They're going to go bishop here, and then I've got this pawn. Do we check, maybe? We'll just push. If bishop back, we promote this pawn. See if we can get them to mess up. I want them to play here. I think I'm lost. I'm not 100% sure, though. Yeah, it's lost. Damn it. Yeah, and they can just take now. GG's, bro. GG's, bro. I'm actually cursed. I think I've lost like 7 games in a row now. I've lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games in a row. That's insane for me. That like never happens. That like never happens. All right. But okay. Let's see if we can get hot here. Let's recapture. I could have under promoted to a knight. That's crazy. I did not see that. I'll just go right back, obviously, if they block like this. Because otherwise they have like this idea, right? Guys, I'm not playing viewers today. We do viewer tournaments on Sundays, so just click follow or subscribe. Come back on Sunday if you'd like a match against me. It's castle. They might try to rotate the knight and the queen over this way. Go for an attack. I think more likely they're just going to move the queen, move the bishop, and castle's short, though. Let's push. So the king is still in the center, so I'm trying to break through the middle of the board here. It looks like their plan might be long castles. Okay. Difficult to defend that pawn. Wow, they use... Okay, I don't have this knight sack because the bishop defends the queen. Thinking knight here and bishop here is probably best. Or just check. Just check. I mean, can I play another check here? I don't see anything instantly. Okay, we'll just take and drop the knight back. There's still also bishop here if we wanted to trade off their bishop for our bishop. Okay, I'm down to fix my pawn structure. And then I take? Knight takes. So if I play queen takes, and they take my knight, then I play check here. I mean, I guess that's kind of what we're left with. I should have probably thought about this longer. I kind of assumed they weren't going to go for this when maybe I should have assumed they were. But okay, let's see if they can survive. I mean, like, this is the idea, right, guys? Like, we're cutting this off. The rook comes in this way. I mean, again, like, I should have looked at it longer. I should have used my time better, but is this really survivable? I mean, okay, so now we adjust our plan slightly and go for this, trying to win the queen. Rook here, now we go here. Bishop has to block. See, I'm getting a little stuck now. Can I sack? I think we need our other rook to get involved. But then they just go rook here. Let's go back. Maybe this is just drawn now. After bishop here. We can also look for something else, I guess. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Right. I mean, my assumption is I shouldn't be looking to make any trades here, so I'm just not going to trade, but I mean, this gets really sketchy really quickly for me. For sure. We'll go around this way. I need to get this rook back over. Let's go here. Then rook here. I mean, that might be allowing for too much infiltration, though. We'll see. Neither of these rooks can block. Okay, wait a second. Now I feel better. Because that's mate. Rook here. I have this check. After takes, we take with check. Okay, I think black threw it away there a bit. Oh, never mind. I'm lost. Oh my god, dude. What a find. I'll let them play it out just so you guys can see it. Wow, bro. Wow, bro. Oh my gosh, man. I'm down 75 elo this stream. No. Wow, that's a nice find. That is a nice find from them. Oof, okay. Easy now. I'm just losing everything. Great, dude. I love getting caught in fucking opening traps, bro. No. No, dude. Oh my gosh. Now we're just down a piece for the rest of the game. GG's, man. Ugh. Good clip, though. Facts, facts. Maybe rook f8 next. Double our rooks on this f file. Okay, I think we just push here. I think we just push. Just trying to create as much counterplay as possible to offset the fact that we're down a little bit of material. If I go here, they just take. Takes. Actually, I don't think so. Bruh. They can take this as well. Like, if knight takes, bishop takes... Yeah, okay, well, they don't go for it, which is nice. Let's go here. Takes... Don't think we gain much from taking that. I'm trying to keep as much material on the board as possible. Let's try and free these pawns up to move. They're just trying to come all the way in, so like pawn takes, rook takes happens. There's nothing I can really do about that. I think now, though, this pawn is really hit. I think we're going to need to take, unfortunately. And then if they check, we just step forward. And we'll just continue to make progress here. Okay, I'm going to try to get my king more active. That pawn is cooked. Let's go here, so after takes, we get a pawn back ourselves. Okay. I mean, we don't have much left here. Our only chance left is like this D pawn, basically. Which, if we could somehow get rolling, you know, is passed, right? Let's go here. There's no check because the bishop guards. Step forward. And I guess we just go with the pawn now. I think, unfortunately, our opponent just has way too much going for them. And this is probably just an L, but... Okay, we'll defend that. I think bishop here next. I mean, they're playing a perfect game. This is a tough opponent. I mean, they came out with an opening trap, and since going up material, they've really capitalized on it well. I think I'm just going to resign this one. Wow, bro, we have lost like 8 games in a row. I'm going to take a quick breather here and just shout out our sponsor of the stream, NewTab Web Solutions. Links are in chat. That'll give you guys 10% off, as well as the massive sale they have going on right now. What NewTab did for me is they built my website. If you've got a business or you're thinking about starting one, they build custom websites that are actually yours. Your business, your brand, your domain, your content, you own it and they manage it. Whether you need a brand new website, want to redesign an existing one, or already have a site and just need ongoing updates and maintenance, NewTab does all of that. So just go check it out if you're interested at all, guys. And if you want to see some of the work that they did, check out my website at highvariancechess.com. All right, guys, let's try to get back on track. Let's go. From 2100 to 1900, yeah, bro. Oh, brutal L streak. Are you doing a raid at the end of the stream? Yeah, 100%. We always end our streams with a fun raid, so... but yeah, we've been live for 3 hours now. I'm not sure how much longer we're going to keep playing. I was originally planning on playing until around 5:30 p.m., so we'll probably just do something like that. Let's go here. Let's get all of our pieces active here. Let's castle. Hit that bishop. Okay, they decided to trade off and give us the bishop pair. I'm cool with that. Now, if the knight moves, they do have some pressure here. We do need to trade that. And there goes the bishop pair. Now, that bishop is better than my bishop, so I'm cool to make a trade. That's a pawn. It is, in fact, a pawn. Let's go here, defend our pawn from his rook. I should have defended with the other one. Okay. I'll lose this pawn now. We do have a passed pawn, though. Let's go here and try and get this pawn rolling. We need to make sure they're not able to get too much pressure here on the second rank. I think for right now we're fine, though. And I think our rooks need to get to the B and the C file and just kind of go. Go with the pawns. That's hit now. Okay, I can't continue to push. How can we get going, though? Let's go here. Let's go here. So our rooks both defend this pawn now. Okay, we gotta go back. Gotta go back or we're losing material. I wouldn't be surprised to see them push here. But let's pre-move the recapture. Okay, let's go. I mean, if they push here, pawn takes, rook takes, we just slide our rooks over and get them behind this pawn. So I think that's actually pretty favorable for us. Let's go here now. I mean, this pawn can just kind of march. The issue is this rook isn't like that freed up to help out right now. Let's go back, and rook here feels best. There's also like maybe rook here and rook here. Or like rook here, rook here. There's different ideas. I think we go here so our rook defends both these pawns though. And then let's go here next. If the king stays in line with that rook, yeah, this might be winning for us. This might be winning. Because this rook is very out of place right now. Like, it's very hard to get this rook back to play defense. It requires a lot of moves. They also can't play king here, for example, because we would just take with check. So they kind of have to take and take. And then we're 2 squares away from promoting, and I don't think black has a way to get back. Hopefully I'm not mistaken. We've lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've lost 9 games in a row, guys. I mean, just unreal. Unreal stuff, honestly. Hey, no 10-game L streak, boys. No 10-game L streak. Okay, let's go this way. Yay, let's go, guys. We finally won one. Let's go. Oh my gosh, no way. All right, on that happy note, I'm going to go take a quick bathroom break. I'll be back in 30 seconds, guys. What's up, gang? How's it going? We finally won a game. Is now my moment to get hot and start that elo climb. Let's see what we can do here, guys. All right. We'll go for this setup. Let's bring the bishop out and we'll just castle short. Keep it nice and simple. Do you ever play mobile or only on PC? So like for streaming purposes, I have to play like on my computer because or like PC or whatever, because I have to be able to draw the arrows to like explain my thought processes. So yeah. 9-game win streak now? Yeah, hopefully, bro. I think we can go. I'm trying to go this way, I think. And maybe we should just trade this off as well. Let's just trade that off. We go here. If rook here, I think we've got bishop here forking and we'll win a pawn. Yeah. Then we start to just eat this pawn chain. Okay, that pawn is hit. I think this is worth it to me. These pawns are doubled, right? And we get to eat a bunch of pawns here, so it should be pretty good for us. I mean, even defending this pawn now is tough. Can they push? Maybe, but yeah. It looks like they do push. So right now we've got the 2 attackers against their 3 defenders. Start with bishop here. Queen. You know what? I think I'm just going to start going. I think I'm just going to start going with this pass pawn. It's going to be really tough for black to stop it. Our bishop does help like guide it on all these different squares. Our knight's over here and our rook's behind it already. So I think that's just logical to me. Right now they can't take because the rook can recapture. Okay, let's hit that bishop. Now, if the bishop does move, our bishop will be hanging. So I think we got to take here now. Well, it's interesting. It's interesting because queen takes pawn is now an option, which I think I missed. Or bishop takes pawn, of course. Let's go here, hit the rook. I mean, we still have these extra pawns. It doesn't change too much. I wanted the A pawn to be my guy, but it's okay. Oh, what am I doing, bro? That's not even a fork. That's not a fork.